Hi everyone, it's Liesel. I'm here to share my April Tsunami Rose Design Team project with you. It's quite a large journal. The journal is 8¼ inches high and about 5½ inches across. It has a approximately 1½ inch spine with 4 signatures, and I covered the spine with bookbinders fabric. And the front cover has a frame and one of Daisy's beautiful floral ephemera pieces in it, and the back is just plain with this lovely worn polka dotted paper. The closure is one of my favorite bulldog clip or hinge clip closures with a bit of chain and 3 charms, a garden fork, a trowel and a little ladybird. So that's the closure. Going in, the book has just over 100, I think it's 104 pages front and back. That excludes all the paper bags that I put in there for additional tuck spots. And you can see this is beautiful paper. This comes from Daisy's botanical paper packs. I used, I think, 3 of the sets in here, and they just are so lovely. And here you can see some of the tea dyeing that I did on the pages as well, and all the edges have been inked. As always, there's a lot of stamping going on. There's a tag. And if it's a little bit dark today, I'm sorry about that. We are finally getting some rain in Cape Town. Cape Town has been gripped in a terrible drought, and the drought is by no means broken, but we're thankful for every drop of water that's falling. Here is a little pocket / tuck, and there is a tag, and this is one of the little labels that I stamped over a printed word, and then I just did some background stamping and put some washi on with a lovely floral image. And when I then inked over it, the washi actually worked as a resist and gave this lovely lighter effect on the stamp, on the tag. So I'm really happy with how that came out, and I'll be trying a bit more of that in the future. And this is just an envelope with some book paper and some fussy cut flowers. As you can see, more tea dyeing, a little paper packet. And what I did was, garden journals to me really are synonymous with life, the cycle of life, new beginnings right through to the end. And so what I did was, seeing that there are 4 signatures, I put 3 of these little cards, and I stamped them on both sides into each signature for anything that you would like to track. I mean, a book like this could easily be used for documenting the first year or so of a newborn, or of a new relationship, or of your garden, or any other special project. And this is really, if you want to record rainfall for the month, you can put the month in, the date, and how much rain fell. For me, it would be quite easy. It would be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 most of the time. But anything else that you would want to keep track of, this would be quite useful. So I've tucked some of those into each signature and done some stamping. This is the center of the signature. Here is a beautiful telegram digi from Daisy. Also really nice floral images, and the colors are just really nice. So I've left that flap loose for a bit more journaling space. And here is a nice big tag. I left them all bare on the back so that they are available for journaling or gluing anything to them, like a photograph or anything else. And then I used seam binding, which I coloured with a multitude of Tim Holtz Distress inks until I was really happy with the colour. So here we go, another one of those tags. I'll flip through a bit faster now. You can see quite a bit of stamping all over the place, all floral images, little packet for putting something that you want to keep safe. Here is another envelope with some fussy cutting, another printed label. I love, I beg your pardon, a stamped label. And I really like being able to stamp my labels because I can actually vary the colour. And on these envelopes, I actually put a little bit of wording from a garden book. This one's all about levelling. It's the first and most important task in terrace building. So if you're into terrace building, you might find that interesting. So there's a packet which has been tea-dyed with a tag, and it's also a tuck spot at the back and a bit of fussy cutting. So that's the end of the first signature. Another, you can see there's lots of space to add more things. Another garden themed tag. Lots and lots of journaling space and places to tuck special bits and pieces. Another one of the tags and another envelope. I love these little bee packets, they're so cute. And 3 more of the little charts. Another lovely telegram and a flip. You can see how nicely the red tea actually bordered this tag, and then I just enhanced it a bit with some vintage photo. Some more tea splotches, which I add after I've tea-dyed my page, so I'll wait for the page to dry completely so that it just doesn't dissipate into the wet paper, and then I will drop some splotches of tea and get this effect. I quite like these pages of daisies. So often we get pinks and so on to use, and this, well, I wanted to call it a kit, but it's not a kit. These pages are more yellow and blue and green, so just something else in terms of the colour spectrum to what we're usually used to, and I quite like that. Obviously I've added a bit of pink here and there and some purple, excuse me, and so on, because there are some of those on the images as well, but it is really nice to have some predominantly different colours on the digis. There's one with some purple and sort of light burgundy kind of colour. One of the big tags. And some more journaling space. You know me, I like my journals to be very functional and to have a lot of space for journals, doodles, and I've used some of my last pages of this wonderful grid paper that does not run when it gets wet. Some more fussy cutting and another one, oops, wrong way around. There we go, another one of these little paper packets. And my book is going all over the place. And the last signature. I used some of my punches to punch out just here and there, not throughout, just a few pages here and there. I wanted to add a little bit of texture without stamping. for inking. So more of these. Another lovely telegram. The telegrams really have beautiful images on them, and the colouring is just lovely. Get that out, it's deep. And when I get anything from the chemist, they always have pretty bags, so I save all the ones with butterflies and patterns that might be useful for my journals. Some poppies that were fussy cut. There's another bit of stamping. And the last little packet, which is just a little collage with one of the stamped labels, some fussy cutting, and some wording about pruning here. So there you go. So that's the garden themed journal that I made with Tsunami Rose's beautiful digital images. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching, and until we speak again, bye.